the cheek areas and around my mouth, they're a little bit more drier and so forth, so I don't want to. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about lactic acid. Lactic acid. So today I just wanted to share with you just a few little facts about lactic acid. I don't want to be super long because I don't want to be like talking non-stop. Okay, I just wanted to share with you my experience so far with lactic acid. Alright, so lactic acid is a natural alpha hydroxy acid, and it's derived from sour milk, basically. Yes, so that's where you get lactic acid from. Okay, so lactic acid is basically a mild exfoliating ingredient. And why is it mild? It's mild because the molecular weight of the lactic acid is larger than, say, a glycolic acid. That means it doesn't penetrate the skin as deep as, say, a glycolic acid. Therefore, it's going to be ideal for people who have more sensitive skin. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So the reason why I decided to go for like lactic acid right now is because my skin, I know my skin is getting a little bit drier. Yes, and basically what lactic acid does now, for like this time, I just want something like a little mild. I want something a little bit gentler on my skin, since it is, I don't know, it's weird right now. It's getting a little bit dry and so forth. Not all over the face, but especially in the areas that, like right here, the cheek areas and around my mouth, they're a little bit more drier and so forth. So I don't want to do too much of the exfoliating. I still want to exfoliate, but I don't want anything that's going to be too aggressive. And also, like, whenever like my skin starts to behave this way, a little bit more drier, I usually like to go for more hydrating stuff. I like to do like less, to be honest. Like around this time last year, I wasn't using the glycolic acid any at all. I wasn't using any glycolic acid toning. Everything was just gentle and mild for me. Yeah, everything was mostly gentle and mild for me around this time, and it's the same thing that I want to do right now, and that's just how my skin behaves. I don't know why. I'm not even in like a very cold, like I'm not even in cold climates like winter. We're not experiencing winter here. I don't know if it's because of the rain and because of the weather changes every minute back and forth. My skin is a little bit confused right now, so it doesn't know if it wants to be oily, if it doesn't know if it wants to be dry. But I'm really affected mostly by just the dry feeling, and it feels dry and tight, and maybe sometimes during the day it might be a little bit warm, but inside it's a little bit cooler and a little bit drier, and we have fan on and so forth, just because it's more cool and drier inside. So I need to add a lot of moisturization. So this is the reason why I am going for more hydrating ingredients, milder ingredients. Okay, whenever it gets hot again, I'm going to like go ham with my, you know, exfoliating ingredients. But at the same time, even though I am doing mild exfoliating, I still want to exfoliate. You know what I'm saying? Because right now when my skin is dry, you know what that means. It means that dry, flaky stuff is going to, dead skin is going to be there, and we don't want to leave that on the skin, because that can actually cause us to break out. You know what I'm saying? So this is the reason why I went for the lactic acid, because it's a little bit milder, it's gentler, and it's still going to be able to do the exfoliating. Okay, yes, and plus my skin just wants hydration. So lactic acid, basically lactic acid kills skin infections, especially in babies. You wonder why, you know, when they drink milk, they get all of their nutrients from the milk that they drink, because lactic acid comes from milk, and that is what milk actually does. It fights against all type of skin infections and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing that it does to our skin. It fights against the infections or bacterias or anything related to our skin, like acne related, rosacea, all of that, anything related to our skin. So as I was saying, we're not babies, so we don't get like lactic acid from breast milk because we don't drink breast milk, you know what I'm saying? But when we apply like topically lactic acid to the skin, it helps to fight or kill the infections related to the skin, so we can have firmer, fairer skin, nice and exfoliated. And as a result, lactic acid, because of the the benefits that it has, it helps to firm the skin and reduce like fine lines, wrinkles and so forth because of its exfoliating properties. It also helps to reduce acne and it increases the cell turnover. Okay, cell turnover, basically exfoliating, you know what I'm saying? So it causes the skin to peel without you seeing it. Well, in my case, I'm going to tell you a little story time. So it causes the skin to peel like naturally, yeah, increase cell turnover. As a result, your skin is going to be nice, smooth, fairer, firmer, plumper, and all of the good stuff that we want. Okay, and also lactic acid helps the new skin. So whenever we have like the cell turnover, it helps the new skin to retain moisture, you know what I'm saying? So it helps with the whole transepidermal water loss. It doesn't cause that new fresh skin to lose water and moisture. It actually increases the moisture content of your skin, so it doesn't make it really dry. And that is what I want, you know what I'm saying? That is what I want. I want to be able to use something that's going to exfoliate my skin in this time in a way that it is going to encourage my skin to maintain moisture, maintain its natural balance, so that I don't get super dry and irritated skin. So that's what lactic acid basically does, and those are the benefits of lactic acid. Alright, my experience so far with lactic acid, I've been using it for like maybe 3 weeks now. This week is going to be the 3rd week that I've been using it, and what I have been noticing so far, I've never experienced my skin stripping before. Never. Like, the only time I experienced stripping is when I was using the peeling solution and I got the irritation from the peeling solution, like visible stripping. Like, my skin doesn't strip, like you cannot see when it's stripping. It strips, and maybe if I apply my toner I will see like dead skin on the cotton pad, but in general you will not see my skin stripping, you know what I'm saying? But last night when I applied my skincare, did everything, applied the lactic acid, moisturizer, actually, so I cleansed and I toned. I cleansed with the Clef hydrating cleanser, this, and I toned with this, and then I went in with my lactic acid, this one, the 5% plus hyaluronic acid, and I went in with my Centella unscented recovery cream, and that's it. Woke up the next morning. I'm gonna show you a little clip. Just a lot of what do you call them again, like dead skin, like flaking, and it was like very shocking to me. Like, how come I don't know how. So I showed my sister and she's like, maybe it's just the dead skin, because I didn't feel my skin wasn't irritated or anything. I just woke up with dead skin, like flaking, like as if I got like a real peel. So I was like very confused. I was like, interesting. But what I don't think it was anything really serious. So guys, yes, basically what happened was I think because I am not doing a lot of exfoliating in terms of like chemical exfoliating, I'm not using a lot of the glycolic acid, because I only use glycolic acid nowadays like maybe twice or once per week. Yeah, and usually I would use it like 4 to 5 times per week. I would use my glycolic acid, like I would go ham with my glycolic acid, but I'm not using it a lot right now. Only use it like once a week, and sometimes I don't really use it any at all, because I'm using a different toner right now and the lactic acid, and I also use the lactic acid maybe like twice per week. So I don't really do a lot of like exfoliating right now. So what I think happened, or what I think is happening, is I am developing a lot of dead skin because I'm not doing a lot of exfoliating. Because I'm not doing a lot of exfoliating, like the amount of exfoliant that I usually do, I'm developing a lot of dead skin. And because lactic acid is not working like as fast as the glycolic acid in terms of like stripping the skin or just going deeper and just doing all of that exfoliating a little bit faster. When I'm using the glycolic acid, my skin, it's exfoliated or it's being exfoliated, but you don't see my skin stripping because I'm using the lactic acid so far in the week. For example, I would use it like on a Saturday night or a Sunday night, and then I would use it again until like a Friday. So it's so long. The exfoliating that I do during the week, it's stretched so long. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is what caused the skin to start stripping or to just flake. Yes, and also because it has been excessively or extremely dry. Yeah, that's the only reasoning I can give you right now to say like this is the reason why my skin is stripping, because I'm not doing anything special. Like if I was going ham with my skincare routine, I could say like yes, that is the reason why my skin was stripping, but I'm not even going ham. I'm just doing the basics, like I don't know, but my skin was stripping. And I mean, it's not really a bad thing per se, because it's just the cell turning over. So at least I know that my skin is like, you know, the skin cycle, it's happening right now on my face. So it means that I have to do, so while it's, you know, the skin cycling is taking place, I have to like hydrate the skin to make sure that the new fresh skin underneath is being protected and so forth, wear my SPF, yes, and do my gentle exfoliating and so forth. So yeah, that's basically my experience so far with the lactic acid. And I wouldn't say that it's a bad experience, but I don't like when my skin, I don't like to see my skin stripping, because you know, it's kind of weird. But I did my skincare routine. I'm going to show you what I did, and my skin is back to normal again. I guess it's because I woke up in the morning. I don't even know, I can't even tell you what the reasoning behind everything, because I moisturize and so forth with a very, very occlusive moisturizer. So yes guys, this is my little video, or my little lactic acid. This is not really a final review or final thoughts video. I just wanted to share with you what is currently happening with me, you know, based on the 3 weeks that I've been using it and so forth, and also what is taking place with my skin in terms of like the stripping and so forth. Yeah, but this is it for me, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you liked it, hope it was a little bit informative for you if you are thinking about the lactic acid mild exfoliant. Yeah, basically very, very gentle on sensitive skin. So if you cannot manage like a glycolic acid, try a lactic acid. And I have talked about the glycolic acid, the mandelic acid, and so forth. So if you also want to go and check out that, you can definitely go and check it out. But this is it for me as it relates to lactic acid and my experience so far. As I said before, this is not really a final review. I will probably have a different video maybe 2 or 3 months later on, when I actually finish, because I have another bottle 10%. So when I finish the 5%, I'll take on the 10% and then give you my final thoughts. But so far, this is my experience. Very, very gentle, a super gentle exfoliating experience. Like, yeah, for me, that's what I think. Like, very, very gentle, but it does a good job. I'm having a good experience so far, nothing bad. It's just that I think that the lactic acid, along with my other skincare products, or maybe because I'm not doing a lot of exfoliating, this is the reason why my skin is stripping. Or maybe it could be that my skin is dry, because my skin is actually dry, and because of the weather change and so forth, it's dry. Then I'm using a mild exfoliant, so it's just mildly exfoliating the skin, so the skin is slowly, I don't know, stripping. Or maybe it could be that my skin is just stripping because it's just the normal cycle, you know. Yeah, my skin just strips. but I never really experienced my skin like literally flaking up and stripping off. That's the first for me. Yeah, but this is it for me. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye bye.